Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis from PhoenixGenesis.com, and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Frog Camp. We're playing Minecraft on PlayStation 4, and we're in my Phoenix Genesis survival world using the natural texture pack. And I just made this late last night after my friend Lou, who's also my senior staff writer on Phoenix Genesis, we hung out for the day, and I wanted to finish this before I went to sleep. So this is a mushroom house. I tried to grow a giant mushroom with bone meal, and I barreled through like a ton of bone meal, and it wasn't happening. I don't know if you can do that in the console version. I saw a video someone did with the 360, but it was not happening on the PlayStation 4. So anyway, I went ahead and just decided to make a fake mushroom house out of wool and birch and oak, and let's take a look at it. So what I did here was, this is you can count at the bottom how many I did, and you can see my creeper house. I apologize, I did count wrong. It was 9 by 8, not 9 by 7. But anyway, check that video out too. That's pretty cool. That's another wool build in the city texture pack, but this is the natural. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then go down 1 here, and then oops, here you go, 1, 2, 3, then here, see, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's just symmetrical all the way around. And that's how you make the mushroom. I tried to look at the way the giant mushrooms look. Of course, they have small white spots, and this would have to be super massive to match that. So I just did some random white wool here, and I used the white stained glass, not clear stained glass, but white stained glass, because I wanted to be able to see outside, but also I didn't want it to be a color that kind of would match the white. And I used the normal mushrooms are you know, kind of a beige, but I actually like this birch wood. It kind of just looks like it's mushroomed. It looks like it has those, you know, those little black funguses you see growing on trees. And I just slapped down some, I want to have lily pads come all the way here, but I just have 3 right now to jump up. You could put stairs. I used an oak door. I just slapped a little torch on there. I could have used something else that would have blended in more, but honestly, this has the biggest, widest viewing range to see if anything's out there, because this is survival. And this is just the birch on the bottom here, and then I just used a ladder, wood ladder. Now on the top, a trap door, so again, I like my floors flush, and I like the way the design looks, so I'm not going to put any paintings or anything to cover the walls. I kind of like the way the walls look. I used just white wool for the ceiling here, and there is an extra layer of red wool on top to give it that mushroom effect. You could make a ladder to go to the top as a lookout, but I just think it would take away from my design, so I didn't do that. Again, this is functional survival, so we have oh yes, we're gonna have a sneak peek. I built an entire witch village. I'm not done yet, but I will be giving you a tour of each of the buildings there, and I still have to build, I think, a food storage room up there that I still want, and some walkways to go down to the different farm animals. But yes, it's weird too, the white glass kind of looks, I don't know, makes everything look like snow for the water. It's kind of like a cool effect, but you can see out and see what's going on. Over here I'm going to make a pirate island setting over here. It's just perfect. Build a giant ship. I haven't built a ship yet, and I'm really looking forward to building one, but I'll definitely have to use a tutorial because I just don't have the first clue how to build a ship. Anyway, over here, this is survival, so I want it fully functional, and I think these corners are just ideal for these chests. So we have a total of 12 chests, 3 on each wall, 4 around. And over here I put a melon. That green gives it a nice little contrasting color, and if you actually want to start to make a melon farm, this would be a perfect starter. I like the little mushrooms because this is a mushroom house, and also you can start to plant a mushroom garden here if you want, but it also looks like lamps, and we've got fully functional furnaces, although I do need to go get some more coal because I only have 2 right now, and anvils for doing enchanting and repairing, and of course brewing stands. Why isn't that one lit up? Sometimes they don't light up. When you put, I try to always have them with a starter, so they have their nether wart, and they have awkward, well, glass bottles that become awkward potion, plus it makes them lit up and they look just nicer, and an ender chest just for those essentials that you always need when you're out adventuring. Since this is a perimeter world and I am at the border of it right now, like you can see my map, I haven't explored. I'm waiting for the new biomes to come out, so I'm trying not to explore any of that. And oh yes, that big black, let me point in that direction, that big black thing you see right there, that's not my village. That's actually my Guyana water garden, which I did it. So an outside glimpse. I think I did show some interior too about massive builds. Check that video out. Anyway, we have a crafting table here and some cauldrons, because you do need to fill up your water bottles. Yes, you kind of have infinite water out here, but what if there's like, it's night and there's things out there that go bump in the night? You definitely want cauldrons. And hey, this is a witch village over here, so yeah, it's all about the cauldrons. And for the pattern for the floor, I just used brown wool, because I figure it I wanted this to be kind of natural, and it picks up with the brown chest. And then I used some white wool here. It just kind of gives it this funky pattern. You could do other things. You could break this out here like this, and you could just do a checkered pattern if that kind of floats your boat. So you can show that here. So that also works for this design. Or you could just go ahead and what else you could do is take this out right here. Let's just one more right here, and you could just go ahead and make the corners white with the and have the center brown. So that's another design you can do. So you're not limited. Just if you want to recreate this, you're not limited to what I did. There's a lot of it's a versatile design, so there's a lot you can do. I like my design though. I'm going to put it back right now, and whoop, and whoop, and we'll just slap that back down here. Or you could just leave it red and have no carpeting. I mean, whatever you want to do with it. For the top here, I like to keep this pattern and design, but you could put plants here. You could actually run some jungle wood and grow some cocoa pods here if you want to. You could run more furnaces. There's a lot of things you can do. It's a very it's a small little home, but it is fully functional and very versatile. So anyway, I hope you like that and inspires you to do some funky builds, because we're all about not being boring and doing the same thing all the time. And see, it's starting to get dark out there. So you can have a quick glimpse of my village. I came out here because there was a witch hut, and I wanted to put a bed so I could sleep while I was building my massive temple in the distance. And then I just decided to make 2 stories because it felt too cramped. And then I said, oh, why don't I build kind of a Ewokish village, like you would build a jungle village, and I could experiment with different builds I could do in the jungle, but I'm not so high up if I fall. So anyway, that's what's going on over there, and as we get done with that, I'll be touring that. So again, this is the this is our nice mushroom house, and just kind of, oops, we fell in the water. And that's it. And the other side. So I tried to make that pattern symmetrical all the way around. You could make different patterns on either side, but it kind of worked for me, so I left it. And see, you can see where I have that double layer on top, and I slapped them torches on top to keep it well lit. And I threw a torch all the way around it too, because I don't want anything spawning and eating me. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. And get on a lily pad here. I'm tired of grabbing. I just suck. Anyway, like and subscribe. Oh, there's a lot of, I love, I don't like the look of swamp, so I do like it. If you get a night vision potion, you can see there's lots, and you can check my video on how to get an 8-minute night vision potion, how to make it and how to use it, and you're going to get a lot of clay, and that's going to be fun. You can do all kinds of things with clay. You could also make this out of clay too, but it's not as bright in the natural texture pack, so that's why I made it out of wool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and inspires you to go out and build.